Hey, get your mama. Um, Last night I found out that I have an aneurysm. Hey Joshua, I found out I had an aneurysm in the artery that they're using um where they put my port at. So that's what I found out last night. Yeah, just more stuff is happening today. So just trying to come in the garden. I ain't been in the garden today because it's been a long day today. And just trying to find some peace. Yeah, get your mama. It's like every day something new is happening to me. So I came on even earlier today. Hey Deborah, um, my bank account got hacked. So when they cleaned out my bank account, not that they not gonna put my money back or whatever, but it's just the fact that the stuff keep happening. Um, so hey Shalissa, T Sherelle, hi, how you doing? What y'all got going on? Everything for me right now is like sad. I'm trying to like get my mind off of it because I literally feel like I can have an anxiety attack, and because I've been so closed off today, and so I'm just trying to change my mind before I go to bed. I don't really want to have to take nothing to prevent an anxiety attack from happening. So, no, I'm watering the garden. I have the sprinkler in my hand, the water hose in my hand, rather. Um, yeah, I'm watering the garden at nighttime. You see, I have the water hose in my hand. I wish it was raining, but we ain't getting no rain this way. I seen Get Your Mama saying that they got a lot of rain in their way. I was like, I wish it was coming this way. Well, what y'all up to tonight? Oh, it rained there? Yep. I guess it's raining everywhere but except for in Orlando. When I watched the video about the aneurysm on your heart, Job came to mind. Deborah, Job been coming to mind a lot in my mind lately because everything coming so fast, like stuff just keep on happening. So, um, and because I thought of the story of Job, it's been a lot of things. There was once this man that come in my chat, and I once he used to come in my chat, but he come in every now and then. Yes, you can, you can. Um, there used to be this guy that came in, and his name was Enoch. That even before all of this stuff started happening, just like the name Enoch, he came in the chat, and for like a week, he kept asking me to watch this movie called To Hell and Back. And he would only just come in the chat and ask me to watch that movie, and he just kept saying it, and every now and then he'll give like a Bible verse or something like that. And this movie, To Hell and Back, was on Tubi. Um, I didn't understand why he was hounding me so much about watching this movie. So eventually, I ended up in the hospital, and this was before I found out that I had cancer or whatever. And then this one day, he came and he said, I was in the hospital, and he came in the chat and he asked me, he said, "Did you watch the movie yet?" And I said, yeah, I finally watched the movie. And the movie was just like it was about, like the story of Job or whatever. And then at that moment, like a couple of days later, is when I found out that I had cancer. So I knew Enoch was like a messenger coming my way at that time, but I didn't understand that I was gonna keep going through all of this different stuff. So like it's like now I'm living a story like Job. Every time I turn around, something else is happening to me. Um, I'm spraying the phone and everything. When I watched the video, the picture came to my mind. Just keep your faith, keep pushing into God. Your strength. That's what I'm gonna do. But it's just, when it first hits you or whatever, you got to go through your emotions and then you gather yourself and get back to that place. Thank you, T. Sherelle. It's okay. Um, it's okay. Just hit the bone. No, thank you. Um, you are in my prayers. What was the name of? What was the name of that movie? The name of that movie was To Hell and Back, and it's on Tubi. I see one of my tomatoes like a worm crawled up in it or something. I can see it in the dark right now. I'm scared to really touch it. How in the world? Look at my tomato. There's something that went on the inside of it, just ate a hole in it. I don't know where the worm is right now, so I don't want to. I don't really want to touch it. To like pull it off of there. Because what is the worm on the inside of it? That's like nasty. Um, yeah. So that's where I am right now. Like out of all things, um, I just didn't think I would go to the emergency room and get more bad news like that. Yah is Yah is watching over the president. Watch over even here. Okay, I don't know what that means. Them blind boys already starting. Really? I'm hoping I don't see none of those divine boards no time soon. Yeah. Yeah. Shoot, I forgot to tell him to come get this tomato off of this thing. I don't know what y'all can see. I'm trying to keep up with y'all. Y'all know I ain't used to going live outside at this time of night. But has your family been comforting for you? Somewhat. A lot of them, yeah, but the ones that are doing that. Um, they're long distance, and it's um, and then it too be, cause I'm not used to that Tisha rail too. So you have to, in order for you to get comfort in those ways, you have to be willing to tell them and talk to them about it. Um, and so being that being that that ain't where I come from in that type space. Um, it's like hit or miss. Sometimes, yeah, but most times. You'll scare yourself. And then gonna bark and run. Um, hey Matthew. Um, but yeah, mostly T-Sherelle is like my kids, um, being around them and stuff like that. But like my family that's more comforting is like more like my long distance people, um, and I have some that's still, close by, but they have life to live too and things going on themselves. So yeah, but like I said, you have to be willing to like tell people about their problem. And I told you I ain't that good about telling people about my problem. I'm okay with people coming to tell me about theirs wrong, but not me. Good morning to you, Matthew. This is a time that their comfort will help you the most. Yes, that's true, get your money. But it's just like I'm so used to like dealing with stuff by myself. It's like you can feel like people want to be there or whatever, but I'm just like a quiet. I just be like quiet, and I don't really say much of anything. Like yeah, sometimes I want to be comforted um, by my husband, but in certain situations, um, I get bit. So I don't reach out in those ways. I don't look for it from those ways. So, I just do my thing and handle it on my own. Eventually, I end up getting through whatever it is. But this stuff is just coming like really fast. Um, yeah. This this one that you see right in front of me, that's a sunflower, that the tall, real tall one. But this other stuff that you see behind it is all Brussels sprouts. All Brussels sprouts. The squash is upstairs, and I already watered that um, before I hit the live button to talk to y'all. And really, I felt like I wasn't gonna say anything. I just wanted to come out here and water the garden in the dark, and then not really talk. But it feels good to be talking to somebody, because I said I don't want to take medicine because I feel like I'm gonna have an anxiety attack from like all of the stuff that I've been going through. So I felt like it was best for me. Sometimes I done came up and talked to y'all about things that I'm going through, and I ended up feeling better. Um, feeling better after I did talk. So I said, let me go ahead and just hit the live button. You said 77 days since you were first diagnosed. Yes, I was diagnosed with cancer. It might be 78 days. I'm not sure because I ain't keeping up with the days. I literally have to before I come in here because I told y'all it don't click into me every day that I don't be thinking about I have cancer all day. Actually, this new stuff that's happening to me is more on the forefront. Actually, none of it really be like, it's like just taking it in initially, and then once I take it in and I get past it, but it seems like I can get past it real quick once I go ahead and say something about it. But then it's like soon as I say something about it, the next thing happened too. So it's just like, and I realized, girl, you ain't catching no break. You just stuff just keep happening. So that's the problem for me. If it was like one thing that was happening, then yeah. So I don't know if it's seven. It could be 77 days or 78 days. I'm not sure. And we're going into the 79th day or whatever. I'm not sure right now. I literally have to like type it in. But I was diagnosed on Valentine's Day, February the 14th. So yeah, imagine that. That's what I got for Valentine's Day. A cancer diagnosis. So yeah. Um, hey, innocent. Um, did you say something about someone taking all your money out of your account? Yes, I did, Deborah. Took everything except for $23. Yesterday, I talked about this yesterday that they took $1,300 out of their account yesterday. And then I called a bank to check back in today because they were supposed to give me a phone call back and found out that literally I was talking to the scammers on the phone and they took more in some kind of way. They was using the same numbers, phone numbers and everything that the bank used and everything. So there was no way to differentiate between who you talking to or who you dealing with because I called them today and I know that I'm talking to them. And I can see like some of the things that they was using is the same numbers they was using. So I'm like, I don't understand this. Like they hacked into the system. So, but then, me logging back in today, going and finding out that they not only did that, but they went and cleared out the rest of it, the savings and the checking. So, yep, you heard me now. Okay. Y'all hear all that noise? That's the racetrack. Um, where they race cars and stuff. Um, how tall will those sunflowers grow? It will definitely grow taller than me. So I think they will. The tallest one I think I ever had was like 8 feet tall. They grow sometimes well above me, and I'm pretty sure that ain't the tallest that they'll grow. It's just the tallest one that I've ever grown. Um, but yeah, they grow pretty tall. Tomorrow, my if I feel up to it, then I'm my kids are going to start tilling the acre of well, probably a half an acre in the back tomorrow to um to start the sunflower patch. Hey, coffee. So I still want the sunflower. Let me show y'all something that I ain't really show. Y'all see that tree that's right there in the crease of that house right there? That is a pomegranate tree that I grew from the grocery store. I ain't never really, I've shown it before, but I've never really said to anybody like what that is. But that's a pomegranate tree. So tomorrow, everything's gonna be good and wet for tomorrow before the sun even come up. So yeah, a lot of stuff that I grow is come from the grocery store. Um, if I can, I'm gonna try it at least to see if I can grow it, and if I can, then I'm gonna come and tell somebody about it. Yeah, a pomegranate tree, and I only, it's not the only one. It's not the only one that I have. I think I got like three of them. It's two, I think two more in the front yard, but they haven't grown up really big. For whatever reason, that one right there is doing super good. The other ones are still like below my knees, but they've been planted like the same time as that one right there. That one right there is just doing its thing, and there ain't a whole lot that I do to it or whatever, but it's there and it's thriving and it's very pretty. But y'all, I can say that I come on here. Hey, Big Cap. I can say I come on here and I'm the one that got the page, but hey, Karen. Um, I feel like I benefit the most most of the time I come on here. Um, because I feel like I'll come on here just to vent to get me some relief in my real life. And when I do come on here, like I literally leave in a different feeling than what I feel like. Yeah, I feel I feel different than what I did when I came on there. Can I say like I'm 100% like I feel the absolute best? No, I don't. But I feel like I could possibly go to bed without taking anything for anxiety. And then too, I have to tell myself sometimes if you have to, then you have to. It is what it is. But I hate taking medicine. I really do. But yeah. Hey, Phoenix. Yeah. So I don't know, y'all. I feel better. And we done watered up this garden and everything. And I don't really. I hate when I feel like this because I don't really have much to say. It's just like if nobody would be saying nothing in the chat, I would be fine just standing out here just watering my garden and not saying much of anything. But I guess that's too a habit like I need to break out of. It's like I don't like to talk um, and tell people my stuff, and I guess it don't really seem like it because I'm on here. Watering at night isn't very good for your plants because fungal growth can happen overnight. Mr. Warhammer, thank you for that information. I don't usually water at nighttime, but one time me watering my plant at nighttime is not gonna hurt. That I know because I've had a garden for quite some time. And I know it is, and I tell my people on here that watering your squash and zucchini is definitely a no-no at nighttime because it causes powdery mildew to grow on your plants and stuff. But um this is under special circumstances. So tonight, Mr. Warhammer, um God gonna cover me watering my garden at nighttime. I usually try to water like before the sun goes down or bright and early in the morning is what I usually do. But we out here under special circumstances because I'm going through something right now. So, but I thank you. That garden is peaceful and tranquil. Absolutely. Hey, yours truly. Um, so beautiful. Yeah, but yeah, you all, it is better to water your garden in the daytime. But let me tell you something. I done had some experiences too with watering my collard greens one time in the daytime, and they all got burnt up and shriveled up. So to each his own. Just I'm sorry to hear that. I hope everything works out. Mr. Warhammer, thank you very much for that. I hope it started to work out too. Um, can you come take this tomato off of you? Oh, he went back in the house. He couldn't even hear me with his TV so loud. Anywho, well, y'all, I told y'all, I showed y'all the tomato. I got a tomato that's on my tomato plant, and it got a hole in it. I want it took off of my plant and given to the chickens. So if the worm is in there, the chickens gonna eat him. Y'all know I don't mess around with no bugs and stuff. Um, Mine's too. They burn. Yeah. So like my greens and stuff, I don't worry about that like at nighttime. But what I'm trying to do is like it's been so dry out here because I haven't been able to be in my garden like I usually do because I've been in the hospital so much or whatever. So I've been having to come out here and like sprinkle it so the water can like sink down a little bit at a time, a little bit at a time. Um, and I'm trying to keep up with it because on Monday, I don't know if I'm going to accept chemo, but y'all know I go back to the doctor on Monday. And we'll find out what decision that I made. Hey, Black Coffee, it's been a minute. Um, Bugs, no slugs, no worms, no snakes. You already know to get down, Phoenix. Um, but yeah, since he already ate that hole in that little tomato or whatever, I guess he can pig out it, and I just don't want him to go to none of my other tomatoes or whatever. And I see I got one other one over there that's like red. What the heck was that? That one with the hole in it. Hi. I just collected 2 tomatoes at nighttime. Y'all see that one red one still sitting on them? I'm going to leave it. Um, I've been watching. Just don't say much. Oh, okay, Black Coffee. That's that's good to hear. I wish you would say something every now and then, but I guess sometimes when you come in, I always tell y'all, life with Tashana is like a box of chocolate. You don't never know what you're gonna run into when you come into this chat over here. But what you will get is whatever is happening in my life at the time. And I want to say I'm sorry for it always being sad here lately, at least to me. But I'm not sorry. How can I apologize for the way my life is going. I wish I could do something to switch it up, but that just ain't how life go. I think none of us would be going through if we had the choice to like switch it up and change it up and not be going through none of this stuff. So I definitely don't want to be going through it, but if it's a requirement and a purpose behind it, Lord, I'll go. I'll go. You see it, you see the tomato, but we always leave with a bunch of knowledge. Yeah, well, I'm glad of that. Get your mama. That's to be expected right now, Tashana. It hasn't always been that way. You'll get past this storm, as well. Yeah, yeah, I want to get past this storm. And it's like I can feel it in my voice. I can feel it in my stomach. It's like um, everything is so irritating. Like I said today, I was yelling at the guy at the bank today. He ain't did nothing to me. The only thing was happening was that it was frustrating for me not to be able to understand what he's saying, especially going through all of this stuff that I'm going through. So I'm like, I gotta apologize to him, and yeah, just and that's why when I'm going through something, I'm quiet around a lot of people because I don't want to say something to somebody else um that doesn't belong to them. Um Except for the trolls when they come through and they don't know how to act then. Um it is what it is. So wait, they took even more money besides the 13. Yes, they did. They took the 1300 yesterday, and I don't know at what point this morning because I was looking for a phone call back from the bank this morning to reset my account, and ended up this morning have to get rid of all of my bank cards, destroy those, have to wait until more is sent out to me, change my passwords and all of that stuff. So yeah, and some kind of way through like a chat or something like that, yeah, it's just sad. But you know what, I can't imagine that if this happened to me, and on top of it, I like to pay my bills on time, and because of this happening, they'll probably be like 2 or 3 days behind. But all of that is frustrating to me because I move in a certain type of way, and so it's just more frustration that's there. It's not like from what they talking to me, and I know my bank to be good at like this. They see all of the evidence and stuff of it, and they know that that's not my spending habit or whatever. um so I know they're gonna replace it, but it's still frustrating. But I can only imagine that the anguish and the frustration that they cause me, I can't imagine what's going to happen to them when it comes back around, because I do believe what goes around comes around. um so woe unto them that's think they got away with something and they scamming me. That's the same thing that I say, that when trolls and stuff come through here and they say certain things, the things that you may claim and that you hope something happened, or somebody doing something to you, or something wrong with you, you never know. You might get off of this live, and the very thing that you saying is the very thing that could happen to you, because everywhere that you go ain't meant to be played with. So, and I just believe that, so it is what it is. Eventually I will get to the place, you know where I'm supposed to be. So y'all, I have watered my garden. The pit, the pit they dug for you is the one they will fall in for themselves. Absolutely. Yep. I've had people dig holes for me to try and fall in, and they ended up being the ones to fall in them, um, every single time. And I never want that for anybody, but um, I believe God is looking out for me. He got me covered, but it still don't mean, even though you know God has you covered, when you walk into something, it's like walking in a door and you don't know whether somebody is on the other side of that door to say boo. And if they boo you, there's a reaction that you're gonna have, and then after a while you will start laughing, or you will be okay with what happened. Right now, I'm walking through a door every day where somebody is saying boo. I'm able to get past that one thing, but then the next day is something else. The next day is something else. The next week is something else. And just know that these things that I'm getting hit with, they ain't no little bitty things. These are like major health things. To be hit with cancer, to be hit with your kidneys working at 88%, um, to be hit with you got an aneurysm, in the same artery what they put your port in. Um, I lost 130 pounds so that I wouldn't develop diabetes, and because I'm now on chemo, I still got diabetes where I gotta take 4 shots a day. I mean, the hits just keep on coming, so I ain't able to um, recover from one hit to the next one before I get another one. So, you know, is her Cash App associated with her bank account? It was, my Cash App was connected to my bank account, but the account and everything that was connected to it, it has all been um shifted and everything. I haven't seen anything going on my Cash App or whatever, but I'm watching everything now, and I got the bank. Well, it ain't even connected to it because it ain't even connected anymore. Nothing's connected. Um, and one of the things that they said at the bank is like it's not a good idea to like leave your bank account or your debit card connected to like any apps and stuff like that. They say the best thing for you to do is type it in every time you go to use it instead of doing that. So um I just found out that I was paying for 4 families in Brazil to have Netflix. Man, Phoenix was paying for someone's HBO for a number of months. Just the other day, things are getting crazy out here. Yeah, very crazy. I'm so sorry, Tashana. Thank you, Phoenix. I'm so sorry for everything that you are going through. I appreciate y'all for that, but y'all is the my listening ears helping me get from one time to the next one. So I I appreciate y'all for being here, like to help talk me through these different things, or just to listen. That's why I mentioned my problem, because mine just was reported day before yesterday, and then mine happened yesterday and today. So can you receive cash apps? Yes, I can receive cash apps. And I know y'all know that I'm not asking for anything. I'm literally telling y'all like the problem is going to be solved. I just have to wait. I don't even know if it's going to be 3 or 4 days. It could be 5, because in the middle of this, it's a form that I gotta fill out. And when I tried to fill it out, I couldn't fill it out that way. So I gotta see if my daughter can like do something where or I can pull it up on the computer and fill it out and then send it back in, because I need to send it in before Monday, because I already got 2 appointments. I got an appointment with the cardiologist, the hematologist, and the oncologist all on the same day. It ain't gonna work. And need to go to the bank and fill this form out, and my appointment is at 9 o'clock in the morning. The bank don't open till 9. So it's like I got a whole bunch of battles going on at one time. But I'm saying all of that to just say that I appreciate anybody who sends me anything. But that's not what I'm doing. I'm literally saying I know this problem is gonna be solved. It happened one time before. My card got skimmed one time before when I went to a gas station. I swiped the card at the gas pump and it had a skimmer on it. And they just went haywire spending. But because they went to so many places and the credit union watches your activity in your account, um, they shut the bank account down and instantly knew that somebody was doing something. So it's just a matter of just waiting. But yes, I can receive cash apps. Well, how can we help you if you have no bank account? My cash app is still up. So, and I still have my bank account too. I just had to change all of my information that's on there. Um, like change my passwords and all of that kind of stuff. So, yeah, and the only they what they did was they cut off they shut off they locked all of the bank cards, but that my bank cards don't have anything to do with Cash App. Cash App is a different entity than the bank. Those they are two different things. You can have your Cash App connected to your bank account, um but yeah, it doesn't affect your Cash App. So I'm waiting on a brand new card. Yep, me too. Phoenix, mine. I throw mine in the garbage today. So, um, but yeah, y'all. I've been standing up here for a while, and I'm gonna get ready to go on the inside. And it depends which bank, because if a bank does not accept Cash App, they will close your account and take your money, saying it was fraud. Mm. Yeah, well, so far, I had money in my Cash App account, and so far it has not been affected by anything. So, um, because I used it today to buy groceries. So, um, yeah, so mine hasn't been affected right now at this point. So, you know, it is what it is. Thank you, Get Your Mama, for becoming a member. I really do appreciate that. And I gotta do. I actually put a video up day before yesterday, but I was really in my feelings about some things, and I deleted from off of there. But there's so many other things. It's like the thing I deleted yesterday. I think I was pretty good with that, but it's a lot of things on my members only that you will discover another side of me. So it's some angry things over there. um, but it just goes to show that um, I've been taking hits for a little bit more than a year now. So, um, yeah. But you all, thank you all for coming through um, and just listening to me and helping me get a clearer head. And I'll talk to y'all later. And if my anxiety doesn't allow me to get any sleep tonight, then I'll be back on here again, probably 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, talking to somebody again. I done been through that too before, so it ain't nothing new. But I love you all and appreciate you all um, for everything. And I'll talk to you all later. Love you too, sister.